Now here's your host and answer man, Barry Miller, along with consumer guy Larry Stanley.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, too. You're never too young to learn about real estate. This is your show, the Consumers Real Estate Show, this Saturday, May 31st, the day after the original Memorial Day. Happy weekend, Larry Stanley, consumer guy.
Good morning, Colorado.
Well, consumer guy, full of information today, the show is, and we're going to continue on in that vein. We have right now with us Chuck Bader of Together We Stand Home Inventory Systems. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Barry, and we are thrilled that you asked us to come back, so thank you so much for that.
Well, absolutely. And tell our audience again, who is Together We Stand, and how does this home inventory system work? Because it is smooth and smart for consumers.
It's a tremendous service that so many people need, but they don't realize they need. And as we talked before, kind of offline, it was actually started after the Waldo Canyon fire by the founder, Carrie Mitchell. And she just saw that so many people were having a hard time trying to prove what they own to their insurance companies.
Now, let's just stop right there.
You bet.
It was based on consumers having to prove what they lost, typically in a fire. That's what the genesis was of starting this Together We Stand Home Inventory Company.
Yeah, because she saw it was so demeaning for so many people to have to go to your insurance agent and say, yes, I really own this, and yes, here's the approximate value, and for insurance to tell you, well, we don't believe you.
This is the part of capitalism that we're here to fight.
Yeah.
Where the one side of the balance sheet, the industry, the insurance industry says, oh, prove it, and prove it over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how capitalism works. So we're here to protect you, to raise you up as consumers, and give you the tools so that you can easily and more than adequately prove what you have. And that's your home inventory system. Tell us about that.
Well, I wanted to go back to the word tools because, again, it's not the insurance companies wanting to be the bad guys.
Right.
But you have to understand there are people out there who defraud insurance companies.
There are unscrupulous consumers.
Insurance has to do that. So we're giving insurance companies the tools they need and the consumer the tools they need. It's a win-win because insurance companies are great. They want to be the heroes, but, sometimes their hands are tied.
You bet.
But this solves the problem for both parties because when we go to a home inventory, we'll take about 5 pictures of every single item in your house, and then we'll do an audio file. We'll transcribe it. It's on a flash drive. You give that to your insurance agent, and instead of saying prove it, they say thank you. And they can start the claim processing a lot quicker.
And everybody's for this. See, this is what's great. This is, again, a big part of capitalism. When it works together, there's nothing finer. And that's what you all have developed. So you have various levels of service, would we call it, levels of detail. I mean, this is so, it's better than a basic package. Your full package starting at $249 is almost unbelievable to me on how you could do videos and 15 items per room is part of that package for only $249.
Well, $249 will get you every room in your house photographed, all 4 walls, and then 15 of your most important items. But the full package will get 5 pictures of every single item in your home.
See, so ladies and gentlemen, these are wonderful packages. Consumer Guy, your comments, you have to love this.
I do, and I wanted to say 2 things. One is I do live in Black Forest, and so many of my friends and neighbors are struggling with insurance companies right now because they didn't have
a year later.
The trauma is repeated over and over again for these people. The second thing I wanted to say is Chuck has inventoried my house, and it's unbelievable the thoroughness and the accuracy of the work they do. I am so relieved that I'll never have this problem again.
I think the peace of mind for $250 to $700-ish range in there is so valuable. There's one. You had it done, you and Mary Jane. A marvelous, marvelous service. Chuck, a final parting words on the service should be contact. How our consumers can reach you, either phone number or website or both.
Well, we encourage consumers to reach out to us before rather than after.
Yes.
So please give me a call. My area code is actually Colorado Springs area code, 719, followed by 888-232-3373. And our email address is Chuck, CHUCK, at TWSHomeinventory.com. And again, we're friends of the insurance agents. They want to be the heroes. We give them the tools to be the heroes. They're not the bad guys.
They're not the bad guys. This makes capitalism work in the best way. That's Chuck at TWSHomeinventory.com. And TWS stands for Together We Stand. Contact Together We Stand Home Inventory. That's their website, TWSHomeinventory.com. Chuck, thanks for sharing this valuable information for our listeners today.
Thank you so much, Barry, for having us back. We really appreciate it.